What's up, beautiful people? The Jones family is about to make some moves, and I want to bring you all a part of the journey. Let's go! What's up, beautiful people, and welcome to another episode of Don't Keep Up With the Joneses. 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 What's up, beautiful people? It's me, Rickey Jones Jr. back again for another video. And like I said, this one's gonna be very, very fun because, as I said, the Jones family will be making a move next year, 2023, and we'll be making a move to the country of South Africa, Johannesburg to be exact. But in the meantime, what I will look to do is to clean out the backyard from what it is to make it a nice moving ready for the next person, right, that's gonna move here, which means that I have taken down the banana trees. I don't know if you all remember, the banana trees were here, and two papaya trees, they are all gone. I've been doing work, y'all. I do a lot of my work early in the morning when it's dark, so obviously I don't film then because you won't be able to see it. But I did leave the avocado tree. I did leave the mango tree because I believe, hey, fruits are nice, fruits are good, and hey, it's low maintenance and it'll take care of itself. The avocado tree actually will start producing in 2 years, so I'm gonna just let it do what it does, and the mango tree is gonna look nice. I'm gonna clean all this stuff up, so don't worry about what you see right now. These are different wood projects that I have done in the past, or wood that I was storing for future projects that I never got to. However, what I do need to do that I'm gonna show you all in this video is I have to move my grow bags, right? Because I've been trying to figure out where to put these bad boys. Here is where they landed for the meantime, in between time, as well as I have to take care of this raised bed area, which I will be getting things out of the raised bed and putting them into grow bags with the idea that when I do leave, before I do leave, I'll be able to gift grow bags with vegetables to family and friends that obviously are in my area. So obviously thinking about ways in which I can give, not just because it's December, but it's because it's what we do as a Jones family. And so I already have the chickens. They have somewhere that they're gonna go before we leave and all that good stuff, so they're taken care of. I have to get the things out of the raised bed so it can be taken care of, and I have to go ahead and get this grass together, right? Grass, ooh, I never thought about having grass in my yard. I always thought about having a garden in my yard, but I'm gonna show you all the process. I'm gonna show you all what I will be doing, just to even give you clues of what you could do as you are making moves, or if you're in a place that you are in transition, right? Maybe you're renting where you're living and you're like, I don't know how to start a garden. I don't want to start a garden because I'm gonna be leaving. Well, follow these tips, follow these tricks so that you can do just the same thing, okay? Which is have a garden, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh yeah, and go ahead and click that subscribe button so y'all can be a part of the journey as my family and I move over to South Africa and even do some gardening, which is why I'm in a lot of hydroponic gardening, because I'll be doing a lot of that there and some other things, so. All right, great people. So first things first is I have to lay out the tarp. And you may be wondering, Ricky, why do you have a tarp? Why are you laying down a tarp on the ground? Well, great people, it's because laying down the tarp, it will prevent the roots from growing through the grow bag and into the ground, which then will further establish the roots like that. And the problem will come is when I go to move the grow bags and then I detach the roots from the ground, and then the plant will suffer. I say this because I've done this so many times. When I planted grow bags on the ground, roots were growing through into the ground, and then once I moved it, I sometimes lost the plant, or it shocked it enough that it took a while for it to bounce back. So to alleviate that problem, that is what I am doing. And I already did this up under the tree. If you were to even go back in the beginning of the video, you'll see a tarp up under the grow bags while under the tree, because I already had that experience. So now I'm just bringing over those grow bags that were under the tree so that I can have like a nice foundation and, you know, some support just to make sure the tarp doesn't fly away in the process of me clearing out the raised bed. So if movement is a thing, make sure you have something under the grow bags so that you won't have grow bags that are dependent upon the ground up under it. Okay, great people, that's a fine tip, and I want you to use it. So now let's go ahead to the raised beds, and I'm going to start the process of transplanting, I should say, the items from the raised beds into the grow bag. So as you saw, I did get it first that way, and then I was like, let me just try to use some of the soil that's already in the raised bed as like a basis for the soil, which soil is already in the in the grow bag, but I just wanted to use it just with the idea that, hey, it's going to be getting acclimated to a new home, so let me do it in a way that it's not so much of a shock, like, what is this new? Let me give some of it. But anyway, I also wanted to point out the fact that I dug around the plant before just transplanting it into the grow bag, largely because I don't want to interfere with the roots as much as possible, even though we're doing it. So, and just like that, great people, I expedited the process by not showing you all of the nitty-gritty basics of what did take place, but obviously you saw from what I did in the beginning, that's what I did just going forward, and then just brought forth that raised bed over here into their own individual grow bags. The only thing that I double up as far as growth is concerned are the marigolds, which, hey, they'll be good to go. I put them in the center just to make sure that they are able to keep away the pests as they are growing to do so, okay? And so I do have one side of the raised bed bare. The other side over there still has the vegetables and things that I had growing in them in there because yeah, I just did one side for this here video. I'll do the other ones later, but it's hot enough to give me some grace. But in it all with it all, what I'm now gonna do is put some boom shakalaka, you all see it, the worm castings, Simply Grow worm castings, which I'll put a link again in the description for you all. These work great, these work well. You can't overdo it because it is 100% natural, as this video is. But in it all, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna water. I need to water very, very quickly because I don't want the roots to dry out in its new home, but to acclimate in the new soil and things like that. So let me go ahead, go fast, put the worm castings down, and then watering, and then I'll finish this video. Let's go! Alright, great people, so y'all know I love my Simply Grow worm castings. I'll put a link down below for these, and so I grabbed a cup because I was like, hey, I can maximize my dippage and expendages and all that good stuff. But anyway, what I was doing initially was I was just going around and like coating around the plant, and that's a mistake that a lot of people make, like I did. And so more than anything, what I realized was that no, it's best to not only to sprinkle the worm castings into the the grow bags, but then also to work it into the soil. So now you see me sprinkling it and working it around, and I would say focus mainly around the plant and not necessarily on top of the plant because the roots grow out, not necessarily down. All right, and so then I'm going to put in a nice douse of water, making sure it's very soaked because a soaked soil will allow for the roots to not only to get acclimated to what's new, but then soak up into its new home, establishing the roots, because that's what we're trying to do right now. We're reestablishing the roots so that the plant can grow. So, you know how this goes, great people. And just like that, great people, we have them all planted. Now what I will come out to do is water every other day because I do want to make sure the soil is moist so that the roots can grow and the roots stay moist so that they will grow, okay? So definitely make sure you keep those things in mind as you are replanting, repotting, resoiling, moving things in the garden. You definitely want to make sure things stay nice and wet as things do mature and grow so that they can be nice and productive in their new home, in their new space, which is where they will go, here where they will be until they find another home and another family. That was very nice. But in it all with it all, thank you all for rocking with me. Again, please click that subscribe button, not only here, but on the family channel as well. As again, my family and I are moving to the country of South Africa, okay? Johannesburg to be exact. And so obviously we're going to do some gardening there, but it's going to make it be a little different than it is here. But it'll be the great nonetheless. So make sure y'all stay tuned, stay locked in just to see what it is like on the other side or, wherever you are, right? In another space, okay? But hey, we're here. This is where the garden will be. This is where it will be confined to until I find a new home. All right, great people. Till next time. Peace.